Well, it's time for another entry in our Knight Rider filming locations video series here on the Knight Rider Historians YouTube channel. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this. Thanks to the episodes that we've done so far, we've identified a number of locations that have previously been unknown. And I think what we'll do here soon is we're going to do a maybe an update on all of the previous episodes and the new locations that we found. So watch for that video coming soon. But today, we're going to dig into a plush ride. Coming towards the midway point of Season 1. A plush ride, really good episode. A lot of filming kind of out in what appears to be the middle of nowhere, but actually it's going to be one of Knight Rider's most often used locations. So let's go ahead and dig in to the filming locations of a plush ride. All right, so we open with Devin in the office watching a news story, and if you look at the TV, so we mentioned this before, Devin's set, the semi-interior set, was all filmed at Stage 1 at Universal Studios. So that's where this is located, but if you look at the TV, you'll see this news story, and Devin is shaking the hand of a one of the third world leaders, I believe. And if you look in the background, you see this this building. Now, normally this would be probably next to impossible to identify, but you're in luck because I happen to know exactly what building this is. This is one of the high-rise buildings, the corporate buildings at Universal Studios in Hollywood, right here at the corner of Main Street and Lankershim. This is what I think is known as the Black Tower right here. Now, we can't get too much closer because it's on private property, but this tower we've seen a number of times in Knight Rider, and probably most prevalent, its most prevalent appearance is in KITT the Cat. So here's a scene from KITT the Cat, and this is Michael pulling up, and he's walking up to the building. This is the same building that you see in the background of this scene right here. All right, so after that, Michael, there's a scene with Michael and Bonnie in the semi. Like I said, that's just filmed on Stage 1 at Universal. So now we move to this scene here. We have the limousine driving in what appears to be a barren location out in the middle of nowhere. In reality, this is Pico Canyon, Stevenson Ranch, California. Mentioned this before. This location has been used, it was probably used in about half of the episodes, if not more. Anytime Knight Rider needed to film in what appeared to be the middle of nowhere, they would go out to Pico Canyon. So specifically where this limousine is, if you notice, we got the main road here, and you got kind of a side road here, and it kind of comes to, you know, a point right about here. So if we go over to Google Earth, we will see Pico Canyon. Here's the GPS coordinates, and if we zoom in right here, this is where the limo's going. It's driving up here, and then this is where that other road is. Now, take a look. Do you see right here, there's a little bit of a guardrail, okay? So if we go ahead a few frames, we see some of that guardrail right here. And then if we go ahead a little further, we see that the road curves around and comes back up here and starts to take a left turn. So that is right here. He's driving up, around, and back this way. Coincidentally, or not coincidentally because this is Knight Rider, this location is actually the same as Dead Man's Curve from the pilot. Whenever Michael's asleep, the police are chasing him, and they say, "Oh, if he doesn't die, he's going to. That's Dead Man's Curve." Look, there's that fence right there, or that guardrail right there, and you can see him coming around. And I believe, I mean, we're not going back to this episode, but I think if we go back, yeah. So see here. So this is further down. So back here, this is Dead Man's Curve up here, right here. So in a plush ride, the limo is actually driving the opposite direction, going up and around Dead Man's Curve up there. Okay, so we've established that's Dead Man's Curve. That's on Pico Canyon in Stevenson Ranch, California. All right, so then we see the scene where limousine's driving. There's this suspicious red Firebird here with Redmond in it, and Chase pursues. This is also all in that Pico Canyon area. The problem is there's no street view, right, in any of this in any of these scenes, so it's hard to get in there and show you exactly where it's at. But if we go back one, you see these electrical towers. If we go back over here, you can see this is, again, Pico Canyon. So Dead Man's Curve was off to the right here. It's down this road a little bit. But if you look real closely, you can see all of those power lines, and you can see the towers right here. So that tells me that this scene, he's on the main road. He's probably driving on Pico Canyon right about here, right, with these towers in the background. So those scenes, all these scenes with the Firebird and the chase, these would have all happened back on these roads. You can see there's just miles of roads, miles and miles of roads back here. So they all would have taken place back there. All right, next up, one of the main locations of this episode, Redmond's Victory Academy. So we see the scene where KITT is driving down this road beside this brick wall. We see, it's blurry in the background, but you can see there's one door here, and then comes and look at this wavy brick wall here. Spins around, parks right here. We've got this wavy wall, and we've got this giant orange door here. All right, so this location we found, and it is right here. This is the David Gonzalez Camp School. It was a juvenile detention center for LA County. I think it's being repurposed for something else. But if you look really closely right here, so KITT drives down this road right here. This is that first door that he passes, keeps driving, does a 180 right here, and then this is the main door. And if you look, you can see all of the curved walls right in here. All right, so if you want to visit this location, I don't know if it still says Los Angeles County Probation. You might have to be a juvenile and get in trouble. I don't know. I don't recommend it though. Yeah, so then the door slides open, and we see these buildings in the background. So if we go over here, let's just we're on Google Earth here. So if we rotate to right here, so if we come in, so KITT drove down through here, the door slides open, and it must be KITT looking at this building back here. Although, see, take a look at this, though. There's something funky here. So KITT drives in to right here. You still have the orange gate. Look how long this gate is. It is a giant gate, and it's opening towards where the road would be. See, there's something. Wait a minute. I think we're discovering something here, possibly. Because look, KITT drives down right here. This is definitely the exterior location. I'm sure of that. KITT drives down here, parks. The door slides open, but look. Look at how little... So this is the door. There's a wall right here. Look how close the wall is to the door. Then we go over here, and the door opens, and look how much space there is here. It says gate 3. I wonder... Something funky's going on here. Because see, look at this. When this door opens, there's not that much space over here, right? But then here, look at all this space for this door. So, I think we just discovered something. Either the interiors of Redmond Academy were not filmed inside Camp David Gonzales, or they cut to KITT entering a different door. So, now the question begs, well, what door did he go in if it's still the same place? Let's take a look here. There. So we can see the door open, and we've got... We see like a flat, and then it comes out, it juts out. So, are there any buildings? Might be this building. Let's go back to Google Earth here. Yeah, there's something funky here. I wonder... See, it could be... Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? I think... Because see, look at this. Look right here. That's the door he just came through. Look at all this space right here. And honestly, on the inside, this looks like concrete block, not brick. And then he pulls in to one of these bungalows. 2 water towers up there. I wonder if we go back in time. Let's go back in time, see if those water towers are there. 2002. No, there's some water towers, although one looks up high, one looks down low. Can we go back any further? See, these 2 towers are right beside each other. These are not. All right, well, looks like I might have a job for you guys. Put on your detective hats, because now I'm thinking that the interior of this Redmond Academy is not the same as the exterior. We've got a very distinct looking brick or block building with these windows, maybe? Not really sure. And then look at this. So 3, look at the roof line. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So let's go back to present time. Oh, no, look at this. So right here, that looks like up, down, up, down, up, down. So maybe it is the same location. Something's... Maybe it's just changed. But something doesn't seem completely correct here. Alright guys, well, I've wasted enough of your time trying to figure this out, but let me know what you guys think, and we'll go from there. Yeah. Alright, so moving on. The Buckaroo Club. We see some interior shots, not too many, of this Buckaroo Club. Don't know for sure. Guessing this might be a set at the studio. Could be wrong. I seem to recall people saying that the Buckaroo Club was it the Fall Guy maybe? I don't know. Does that sound familiar? The Buckaroo Club was definitely used in another Glenn Larson production, or at least this sign was. Maybe the interiors weren't. There's a couple more shots. So I'm wondering if this is just a set at the studio. I feel like it is. It looks like a set. All right, so next up we have all of these scenes in the woods. Now, this also reminds me of like the Newhall area, the maybe Indian Dunes. There's just not, and again, because I'm not from that area, I've never been in this area, but this almost looks like where they would film like the Dukes of Hazzard maybe. There is a small pond right here behind KITT. Yeah, right there where that fight takes place. But beyond that, there's not really any clues. So I'm guessing that all of this, yeah, there's a decent look. So this very well could be, what is it, the Santa Clara or Santa Clara River? Is that it? Or Santa Clarita River? One of the two. Remember, we see some other scenes with water in them with this same type of background, especially the turbo boost in Good Day at White Rock. So we've got that scene from Good Day at White Rock towards the end. I'm looking for a screenshot. Here we go. Where KITT's jumping over a portion of the river. General Lee jumped at the same location also. It's probably the same body of water, maybe further up, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Or maybe you guys know where this is. All right, here's one location we do know. So Michael thinks he solved the issue, the crime at the Victory Academy. He's leaving, and we have this exposition. Michael and KITT are talking about how everything went a little too well. If you look in the background, KITT's driving. We've got this white fence. We still see the white fence in the background here. And take a look at this. So in the background, we come to an intersection, yellow school bus, and this big tree. So some of you guys might recognize this location. This is the exact same scene that we saw way back in Inside Out, right here. This is where the rendezvous with the semi was. There's the tree, the semi was parked right here. So we covered this in Inside Out, but if you don't want to go back and look, so Michael was driving on here. Here's an updated white fence, Mulholland Highway and Stokes Canyon Road, and that tree is still there today, as you can see. So the semi would have been parked right here. Alrighty, then we once Michael realizes he needs to go back, he does this this 180, which has been used in a couple episodes. So we see him, he does the 180 here, and then drives back. Look, white fence. That's a little further down, right about 26685 Mulholland Highway. So the 180 was right here, and then he takes back off over this way. All right, so Michael's drugged, gets in KITT, gets pushed down the hill, seemingly to his death, but not quite. So one of the best views we get right here, they do this panning shot. So you see there's a road, curves around, takes a right, takes another right, and goes off into the distance. So this is probably also in Pico Canyon. Again, it's hard to tell because we can't really get in there with Street View. On Google Earth, you can kind of see the topography, and this mountain range in the background kind of looks like this one. Because we see them pushing Michael off, and then he, careens down. Interestingly, they had the camera tilted there, like he was going downhill, and then they forgot to tilt it here. Anyways. And then KITT saves them by reversing the turbo boosters, and we see a little bit more in the background here. and he takes off. So again, probably Pico Canyon area. If you guys know for sure, let us know. All right, the climax of the episode takes place at an airstrip where all the third world leaders are meeting. So we can see this limo driving down and them getting out right here. So this was all filmed at the old Indian Dunes airstrip, 28700 Henry Mayo Drive. So here it is from Google Earth. The airstrip used to be right in this area. And I think if we go back in time, let's see here, will we be able to see the old airstrip? How far back can we go? Oh, that's not good enough. You can kind of see it, I believe, right here. This is from 1994. Yeah, unfortunately, there's not really good aerial shots. It's been gone a long, long time, but it was right in this area, was that airstrip. Yeah, here it is today on Street View. It's just open land, open field. But if you look in the background here, you can see some mountains. So would those be... Yeah, I believe... Those are these. Yeah, these would be these mountains here in the background. Just trying to see if we can quickly match up any peaks. Yeah, here we go. Look at this. So if we go right here, let me bring this in. Right here. So... There. So this peak right here is right here. This is here. There's a little double bump right there. And it goes down, up, down, right there. So 100% definitely a match. Right here is where the third world leaders met. All right, and then we run into KITT rendezvousing with the assault team right here. And if you look, he drives up and over a hill, and there's the power lines in the background. Once again, we're back in Pico Canyon. Here are the power lines. So we're right, I believe we're right here. So if we go back a little bit, you see the cars driving through here, and Michael's up on an upper level here. I believe that's this right here. So cars were driving here, and Michael's right here. Here's the power lines. Yeah, pretty sure that's where all of that took place. And then this is a really telling shot. So you got a road here. Here's KITT way off in the corner, and then there's the assault team. So you use the main road here, side road here, and then another side road here. So this is all, again, right here. So KITT was here, the assault team is going here. Here's that first main road, here's that second main road. So right here and here. All right, next up we have the scene where the two Cadillacs break off, and KITT sees them coming, turbo boosts over the Cadillacs. So all of this took place, again, Pico Canyon, but specifically right here is where this happened. So it's really hard to see, but if you notice on the turbo boost, KITT's landing right where there's this little like culvert pipe and a little bit of a bridge right there. That is right here. All right, now you maybe ask yourself, well, where is this building? It's unfortunately no longer there. It was right here, and in fact, if we go back to 1994, you can see the building was there. Was it there in 2002? Oh yeah, it was still there. When was it destroyed? Oh, now look at that. That's a pretty... Boy, everything looks real dead. But there's that building. You can even see the roof, how it extends out right there. So the turbo boost happened right here. So that was 2008. Yeah, 2012 it was still there. 2015, 26. When did they tear this thing down? By 2021, 2019, 2018, 2017. Between July of 17 and August of 18. Yeah, it looks like, look, they still have equipment here. So they tore it down the summer of 2018, unfortunately, but that's where this all took place. All right, and then we have the dual car flips, right? This whole scene where the cars flip. Fortunately, there's some buildings in the background here that really help us to determine where this location is. Again, still in Pico Canyon. Here are the coordinates, a little further west from where we just were. The flip happened right about here. This building you see in the background is no longer there. It used to be right about here. So if we, again, go back in time to 94, there's the building there. Still there in 2000. Yeah, there's a decent look at it. I believe this is also the location of Acid John Byrock's acid pit in Junkyard Dog, by the way. So 2011, 2016, it was still there. 2018, 1 of 20. Look at this. Again, August of 2018. August of 2018, things changed in Pico Canyon, unfortunately. That's too bad. Yeah, it was all leveled. All right, and with that, that ends the episode. There's a few more scenes after this, but again, it takes place back at the airstrip, which we already talked about, and then the Buckaroo Club for the ending scene. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have been able to firmly identify any of these missing locations, especially if you're able to confirm or deny that the Redmond Academy, the interiors were actually filmed at Camp David Gonzales, let us know. We would love to know, and we'd love to mark it in our archives so we know. All right, guys. Hope you appreciated this. Next up, episode 12, Forget Me Not. There's a lot of great locations there, and looking forward to going over those with you in the not too distant future. As always, thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.
Hello friends, it's me, KITT. When I'm not out fighting crime, I like to follow my friends at knightriderhistorians.com. Check it out.